Started around 1780, and it was the changes in goods production and consumption due to the incorporation of machines in the industry. It started in the UK because of its favorable economic and demographic conditions.
Agricultural activities experienced also a revolution. The triennial crop rotation was substituted by a Norfolk core system that consists of constant crop rotation, including fodder crops for livestock. The consequences of this implementation were the increase in the amount of livestock increased and provide more manure as fertilizers, as well as meat and milk, which improve human nutrition by increasing protein consumption.
Another invention was the seed drill, which was invented in 1730. It allowed to sow quickly the seeds and do the work of 70 people with just two. It was driven by a horse, and the two runners drilled the soil and the seed depositor let the seed in the hole. And finally, it would be covered by the land and pressed. The Enclosure Act, 1845. The government forced the poor peasants to turn their land into private by filling it, so that the poor peasants who didn't have the resources were forced to sell their land and emigrate to cities. This was done because the larger fields that were shared by the community had a low production and also to obtain workers for working in factories.
Grew due to a decrease in death rate, due to improvements in nutrition, urban hygiene, and new medicines, and due to an increase in birth rate.
Of energy during the Industrial Revolution. It was used to run factories, the railways, and boats. They burned the coal, creating great temperatures which boiled water, making energy thanks to the steam machine. Due to this, countries like United Kingdom, Germany, and Prussia developed easily thanks to their coal mines. The spread of industrialization varies due to the following factors: the amount of capital, the amount of resources, the product demand, and the political situation. There were two different waves of countries to industrialize. The first wave, in 1830, mainly involved countries geographically close to United Kingdom, like France, Germany, Belgium, and also United States. The second one, in 1850 onwards, involved countries in the south of Europe, like Spain, Portugal, Italy, or Greece, and also in the east, like Austria-Hungary and Prussia. Japan also was involved. The railway was invented when the locomotive was invented. That was a mobile steam machine that could travel on the railways. They were developed in Great Britain and was used for transporting goods between mines and ports. It was in full incorporated until 1829, when George Stephenson developed the rocket, which was a locomotive capable of going up slaves. It benefited the trade by helping increasing the production by facilitating the transport.
The development of capitalism. The commercial capitalism was then substituted by the industrial capitalism. The first industries obtained investments, pushing for limited partnerships in which partners provided capital and others administered it, and public limited companies whose capital was divided into small amounts, called shares. This way, profit and risk was divided among a large number of shareholders. The increase in these types of companies gave rise to the creation of stock markets where shares were bought and sold by public limited companies, and also led to an increase in the number of banks, which invested the deposits of these establishments, led to what is known as financial capitalism, based on gaining profit by buying and selling shares, financial products, and securities.
Due to the poor condition of the proletariat, the political marginalization, and the lack of labor legislation, and it was created by a lot of groups of proletariat organizations. Thirdly, this movement consists in violent protest against the mechanization by destroying the machines. They also created friendly societies, so in case of losing the job or accident, they could get some money. It was a mensual fee.
Socialism. The socialism was developed by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. They tried to end with private property, and it is considered to be the cause of the separation of the bourgeoisie and the proletariat, and it is also believed that it helped to achieve some human rights.